Now I have started to gain a bit of a collection of earbuds over all of the ones that I've trialed out. Now I may actually do a giveaway because I've only got 2 ears and I ain't gonna need all of these earbuds. So let me know in the comments down below if that's something you're interested in. I'm happy to do one and then give them away to you. Hey team, welcome to today's video and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. My name's Hayden. Monday, therefore, it's time to look at something else. We have some tech/gadgets today in the form of headphones or earbuds, whatever you want to call them. I did not pay for these out of my own money. They were sent my way from the brand Soundpeats, who I have worked with in the past. Now, even though I have not paid for them, I always give my honest thoughts and opinions based on my first impressions and experience. So this is in no way, shape or form a sponsored video. The guys from Soundpeats reached out to me and asked me if I would be interested in comparing 3 of their latest or 3 of their similar products, which obviously I stated at the start are earbuds. Now I have done a few things with Soundpeats in the past, the most recent being the Pearl Clip Pro. Now that one I do have obviously pre-filmed, and we will use some of the footage from that because we're going to be comparing the other 2 newer ones with the Pearl Clip Pro. See some pros and cons, similarities, all of the things. Now I'm trying something new in today's video. We're going to be changing up our shots just to make it a little bit more fresh and just a little bit different, seeing something else in the background. Now before we jump in, I do have the information from the company about the 3 products that we're looking at, the 3 earbuds, just so we can do the comparison. But before we do that, let's have a look at the actual pieces. The Pearl Clip Pro, which I've already filmed before, and I will insert some footage of that. Pearl Clip Pro earbuds. For that money, you are going to supposedly get the chic clip-on style all-day comfort, weighing just 5.85 grams. Soundpeats Pearl Clip Pro earbuds fit securely and lightly, like delicate pearls on your ears. The capsule containing the earbuds. Now I did see some comments on my previous video that I did where people accidentally threw out the case without actually checking that under here in these 2 boxes you can just see that little icon. Maybe it's a design flaw, but people threw that out. So your charging cables are in there. You kind of need that. So if you lift it out, you can see underneath we have the cable. They weren't as big as this. You can see on the inside that there is a protective sticker. I feel like they're quite secure. They're definitely not going to go anywhere. They don't budge at all. Got a song playing, waiting for the bass to kick in. Wow. How are these only $57? The quality is extremely clear. The bass is present and forward. It doesn't sound tinny. I'm surprised. How are these so cheap? I'll try to find a song that isn't going to get me demonetized or flagged. Okay, I've got some royalty-free music. Let's see if you can pick up what I'm saying. That's on the highest volume. That is wild how cheap these are and how good quality they are. The second one is the Pop Clip right here. And this retails for, and I've got it open, $44.99 Australian dollars, and I'll do the conversion down the bottom. We'll have a quick look-see at what it looks like. It's come with plastic, so it hasn't been opened up yet. I am a fan of Soundpeats packaging. It's got your standard matte cardboard, some embossing on here. It does look a little bit fancy. Here is the Pop Clip. It's a little bit different from the Pearl Clip Pro. You can see there is some charge because there is a little light that's lighting up in the center. Very much the same kind of a deal with the Pearl Clip in terms of the design. Now, I don't believe that I was a super fan of the Pearl Clip Pro, and that's because there was some sound leakage that I was finding. I always get confused how to put these in, especially the ones that are open ear. There are 2 little buttons on the side. You can see it's the clip design where you'll clip it over the ear and it's supposed to go towards the ear canal like so. It always feels a little odd having it just there. So the open ear design sits on the outside of your ear, allowing ambient sound in while delivering audio. It is lightweight and flexible, made with flexible material and memory alloy for a secure yet comfortable adaptable fit. I don't like the way that sounds. It sounds rather tinny when it says connect. We will test out the music. Now I will do my best not to get copyright. When you connect and it says connected, I didn't like the way that sounded. However, now they've got music playing, it's very clear. It doesn't sound tinny. I'm always afraid these are just going to fall right out. We'll wait for the actual beat. Good amount of bass. See, this one feels loose. This one doesn't feel like it's actually going to stay in my ear, whereas this one's nicely clamped on. From memory, there is a SOUNPEATS app, the SOUNPEATS app. I like that on here. It tells you how much battery is remaining in the case and then each bud. Funnily enough, the right has 19%, whereas the left has 70%. No idea why. I'm trying to work out whether or not I can actually increase the volume higher than what my phone goes to, because this isn't super loud. That being said, let's have a look at the bass. So not too bad. Now, before we do the last set of headphones, the clip one, let's do the comparison, see how they compare to each other. Now see if I can put this up on the screen so you can read along with me. But essentially, all three are wireless, all three are clip-on. The Pearl Clip Pro and then the Clip 1 are touch controls, whereas the Pop Clip has physical buttons. They all have the same frequency response. The Pearl Clip Pro's Bluetooth version is higher, so that's 6, and then the other two are 5.4. Both the Clip 1 and Pop Clip have 8 hours of battery, and the Pearl Clip has 6. Total playback time, Clip 1 has 40, Pop Clip has 30, and Pearl Clip has 24. They weigh roughly the same amount of weight, around 5 grams. Charging time, that's interesting that they're all different. The Clip 1 is 1 hour charging time, the Pop Clip is 1.5 hours, and then the Pearl Clip Pro is 35 minutes, or 32 minutes. That was for the earbuds. For the case, 2 hours for both the Pop Clip and Clip 1, and then 106 minutes for the Pearl Clip Pro. They are all USB Type-C, they are all fast charging, they all have the Find My Earbuds functionality. All three have noise cancellation, AI powered, they are all water resistant, and they've all won awards. So that brings us lastly to the Clip 1 from SOUNPEATS for 65.24 Australian dollars, and I'll do the conversion. Now I have started to gain a bit of a collection of earbuds over all of the ones that I've trialed out. Now I may actually do a giveaway because I've only got 2 ears and I ain't gonna need all of these earbuds. So let me know in the comments down below if that's something you're interested in. I'm happy to do one and then give them away to you. Looks identical to the other two's packaging. Now before we jump into this one, let's read up a little bit because I believe that this is the latest one that they have released. We'll just see what the website offers in the way of information and then see if there's anything additional in the manual. There usually is. The SOUNPEATS Clip-On 1 redefines open-ear audio by integrating Dolby Audio, creating a personal, wide soundstage that feels like you're carrying a miniature speaker system. The immersive spatial sound is a game changer for all-day listening. It is feather-like comfort, open-ear freedom. Enjoy audio with comfort and awareness in your everyday life. The open-ear design of these clip-on earbuds allows you to stay aware of your surroundings, whether it's traffic, announcements, or conversations while listening to your music. Made with soft liquid silicone and ultra-thin 0.6mm nickel titanium alloy, the flexible N-Flex arch fits a wide range of ear shapes comfortably. Each clip-on earbud weighs 5 grams, I said that before. These clip-on earbuds come equipped with LDAC technology, delivering high-resolution sound up to 96 kHz for exceptional clarity. Certified by the Japan Audio Society. It is the first open earbuds of SOUNPEATS with Dolby Audio support. The clip-on one's AutoSense technology automatically detects whether the earbuds are worn on the left or the right and adjusts the audio channels accordingly. Built-in sensors automatically pause and resume playback when you remove or put on the earbuds. We'll have to test that out. All right, let's give this one a go. I already see a considerable difference in the capsule. This one's in silver, where the others were just your generic black. And I feel like this one's bigger. There's a lot more size to it. You can see the difference, the pop clip and then the clip one, definite size difference. I'm not sure if I like how much bigger the case is on this one. When you open it up, little LED light at the bottom telling you it's fully charged, it's green, it's good to go. Very similar setup to the others. There is a sticker on the bottom of these to stop it from engaging, whereas the other one didn't have a sticker. That was interesting. Similar flexibility to the others. It's kind of jelly-like. And as we pop it on, this one feels a lot more snug on the ear. It kind of looks like I'm just wearing earrings. This one feels like it's a lot more attached to my ear and it's not going to slip out, whereas the pop clip was a little loose on the left, which is just odd. When it said connected, it sounded just as tinny as the pop clip. We'll do the same song. Well, you really notice the difference in the quality. The bass quality is a lot better in these ones. That is most definitely a lot cleaner, a lot crisper. Hopefully you can hear that and I won't get copyright strike. My only gripe, I have it on the highest volume on my phone, but it's not super loud. What I have noticed, I've just opened up the app again. The Dolby audio wasn't even switched on. So let's see if that makes a difference. So when you switch it on, it does amplify the sound. So when it is playing and you remove one, it does pause the music. See if it puts it back on. And it does. The moment it goes back on, the music comes back on again. See if you can notice the difference. It's definitely louder. When it comes to using the open ear clip-on concept, I'm not a big fan of them, only because I feel like it's going to fall out of my ear. But there are instructions in here that shows you and tells you how you need to secure it in your ear. You see the little picture here. This circle bit goes towards the ear drum or the ear canal, and then this part goes behind your ear like that. You're supposed to start up. Insert the earbuds into your ears and slide them downwards to a slightly lower central position. Adjust them slightly until you feel comfortable. Rotate the earbuds so that the sound outlet is aligned vertically with your ear canal for the best fit and audio performance. Improper wear may negatively affect both call quality and listening experience. I mean, that is pretty secure. Pretty secure. That is not going anywhere. I'm pleasantly surprised with the quality of both of them. And if I remember correctly, the quality wasn't too bad with the Pearl Clip Pro. The clip ones are definitely better than the previous two, in my opinion. And for something that's so affordable, I'm surprised at the actual quality of them. I will link down below the information of where you can check these out. Again, 65 bucks. They're a steal, especially as we come up to Christmas. And if you have purchased these, or if you've got Soundpeats earbuds yourself, let me know your experience. Do you still have them? Do they still perform? I'm always interested to know. Thanks for watching, team. Make sure you do all the fun stuff, but most importantly, stay tuned.